because Tom McDonald is back spoiling and pushing and shoving and doing all the things defenders do, Jace.
Yep, and he's playing very, very well now. You know, you can sit there and say, well, I don't want to play too well down back because I won't get back forward. I think he needs to play well because someone else is waiting to take his spot in the team. Oh, good Falcon.
Then Rivers. Five and a half remaining. Gone. Cunnington still at it to Taylor. And Lever knew where it was going.
There was an unusual kick going forward.
Lever trots off. Favours the outer wing. Oliver, Young. Both had claims. Here's Pickett again to get something started. That bounce. He just brushes through. Two bounces in the delivery to Melksham. Right on the line. Neil Bullen. They've run the wing. They've run the half-forward line. They've run the pocket. And they've run too far and kicked to the other pocket out on the full. Thought Cosy was going to do another one of those same goals there for a minute. Connor Menergy.
Nice chip. That's a lovely kick.
Simpkin back to Menergy. 5 years, 39 games at Richmond. Had a non-season at Werribee. Last year was a write-off and picked up by the Roos. Campbell for Curtis Taylor. Left it behind. Still there. Somehow to the outside. Stevenson, Petrarca.
Holy cow.
Oh, it's funny looking at players' reactions at times, isn't it? Couldn't believe the free kick was paid. Christian Petrarca.
Slicks through to Gawn. He knew exactly what was around him.
Didn't he?
Lever. Pickett again. Even he worked out the odds was against him that time. There was just nothing ahead. So it's back through the middle. What a last quarter this man's played. Clayton Oliver. Little pop kick out wide for Jordan. As they start to sweep forward. Lever getting more and more of it late as well. Back through the middle to Salem and out the other side to Stephen May. Leads a made ahead as Rivers tries to work out where to next. Jackson could be the prime target. Pickett. And again. Keziah on fire. And the Demons are home.
We've got some incredibly exciting players in the AFL, and he's as exciting as anyone. But North Melbourne is getting a lesson in the second half about work rate. Melbourne didn't play anywhere near their best. They were mediocre at best in the first half. But the good teams know how to work, and they work hard for 4 quarters. And in the end, they've worn North down, and they're now doing it pretty much as they please. It's going to end up a very comfortable margin. But look, and you might sit there and say it's probably expected them to win by a lot more, and it mightn't have been impressive, but they found themselves in a tough position, and they've just worked their way through it and worked their way over the top of the opposition.
This bloke's just putting on a clinic because for such a young player, he just appears to have this tolerance to work at the top level for a long time.
Must have a good tank, Jerry, because some of his efforts, second, third, fourth efforts, he works hard.
Well, Melbourne led by 5 goals now.
On your man, North Melbourne.
Took them half a quarter to kick their first at the last turn. They've added 4. Thomas gets it deep. Larkey tried to work his way. Had no look at the footy. McDonald takes the mark. Plenty of heavy lifting done back there by May. Out to the wing again. Jordan.
And it's a sort of effort that Taron Thomas needs to develop. Now they're playing him in the middle, so clearly if you're going to play in that role, you're going to have to build a tank and start doing a lot more kilometres than he would appear to be doing at the present time. He's pretty good in his inner circle, but it's that outer circle that's going to determine whether he becomes a great player or not.
Jones comes charging through. Tunnel underneath there somewhere. No one really wants to get it out. Stalemate is passed over to Cunnington, and we'll have a ball up. So the Roos just overwhelmed in the end. Talent and experience. Melbourne are still a relatively young team in many ways, in certain areas of the ground at least, but at the top end they have some experienced stars.
I mean, it's going to be a slow build for North Melbourne. They're getting incremental, small steps and improvement. They'd be thrilled today with what they saw in the first 3 quarters. But like a lot of sides at the bottom of the table, they're down there for a reason. They can't maintain and sustain the output for long enough. And that's the lot of David Noble, just slowly building, going back to the draft, getting in a senior player here and there, but I think mainly draft based. But it's going to be a long journey.
Goldstein, Rivers, Phillips put himself in the line of fire. Simpkin prepared to go back. Goldstein takes it out wide. Chain up the hands. Searching kick across halfback that time, and Stevenson has work to do. And Baker gets applauded for his efforts, which were most impressive.
Well, it was a 1-on-2 favouring North Melbourne. They should have taken that ball away, but Oscar Baker just said, I'll go harder, I'll try harder, I'll put my body in, and I'll break even for my team.
North Melbourne's final terms, including today, they've been outscored 34 goals to 11 during the year. So they just haven't been able to finish off whatever efforts during a game.
And conversely, Melbourne's the only team in the competition that's won every 4th quarter.
Which is a great sign for them.
So they just get stronger as the game goes on.
So the Demons, with 45 seconds remaining, are going to be sitting on top of the AFL ladder after round 7.
It's exciting to have different names up at the top of the table, Hutto.
Larkey, a good grab. On tired legs, he gets up. Darren Thomas. Not a lot for him long, so he just softened the kick nicely. Phillips has started to get more and more of the footy as the game's gone on. He's short with the pocket, leaked all the way through. And the siren sounds. Melbourne still unbeaten. It's come at a cost. 3 times they've come here before and been beaten. Finally, they get over the line and turn Tasmania into Van Diemen's land, at least for now. Former teammates at GWS, Aidan Bonner and Evan Tomlinson,